my creatives, and welcome to another video. So this time I am doing a junk journal with me, and this is continuing the last junk journal with me I did with the format that I was inspired to do by my dear friend Heba from my little journal. I document a photo every week in this junk journal, and I'm sharing that with you. I planned to do about 4 weeks at a time, but this was me playing catch up. So after this I was caught up until the moment that I started doing this. So first of all, I just chose a pattern paper as a little backing for this photo, and this was week 5, I believe. Yes, week 5. I'm stamping that with the Gossamer blue alphabet stamp. Unfortunately it is not available anymore, but you can use any alphabet stamp or write it or whatever. I use this stamp set because it gives a form of continuity, so it's all the same for every week, and that makes me feel like it is all part of each other. So this week I had a baby shower, and it was a lot of fun. It was before, you know, everything. So it was a lot of fun, and we had a high tea. So I took one of the group photos. That's why there's post-its on there, because I haven't checked if people wanted to be on my YouTube channel. So to respect their privacy, I put some post-its or sticky notes on their faces. But it's a very simple process. I don't do a lot. I just want to document things that happened. So it's just a photo, a strip of pattern paper, and I found this embellishment and I stamped out baby shower, and I will add week 5 on top of that, and I think that's that. So for the journaling I use the Maggie Holmes Flourish collection. This is an ACdigitals kit that is linked down below if you want to check it out. All the supplies that I use are linked down below if I can find them. I'm just using a strip of washi right now because I missed something on the top there. So now that is week 5. I tried to add this butterfly strip, but it didn't go. But back to what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. Isn't that funny? Oh yes, so all the stuff that I use is listed down below, and if I can find it, it is linked down below. Some of them are affiliate links, just so you know. It would help out the channel if you would order through those links, but you don't have to and you don't pay anything extra. And some of them are not affiliate links, they are just there because I want to share where I got my stuff from. So on to week 6. Week 6 was my last school week, half of a school week, and we had this wonderful excursion on Monday. We went to National Opera and Ballet in Amsterdam, and we had a grand tour, and it was amazing. So we saw the decor ateliers, I don't know if that's also the word in English, but the studios, and they make everything themselves. It's a big production house, and it was amazing. So here's a photo of some of the costumes, and I added that to my journal page to document that I went there. It was an amazing experience, and I'm so glad we went there and that I wasn't on my internship yet, because I wouldn't miss it for the world. It was so wonderful and so inspiring. So yeah, that is what I'm documenting for week 6. Then recently I got a question about what paper I use to print my digital kits on. I just use 160 grams or 120, it depends on what I'm using it for, but usually 160 grams printer paper for this. So it's a bit thicker printer paper, so that makes it better to, you know, collage and stuff with, so it isn't as flimsy. And it's just, in my opinion, I think regular printer paper, but just with 160 GSM. So that is what I use. I cut everything myself by hand. I love to do that in the evenings, and that is what I use. I also have a laser printer, and that is what I print my kits with, but you can print whatever, or just go to your local print shop if there is a possibility at the moment. and maybe print it there. But that is what I use to print my kits, and my photos I print with a Canon Selphy CP 1300, which is also linked down below in the description box. So this was week 6. Like I said, I wanted to keep it quite simple. I added a tag and added some twine, and now I'm taking a jelly roll pen that I received from Seher as a birthday gift to write Nationale Opera and Ballet. But for some reason, my brain couldn't write opera normal. I forgot a letter every time. I forgot the E every single time. And then I wrote it in this cursive, and it was too big, and I didn't like my writing. You know, sometimes it happens that your writing is like, eh. So I kept it there, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna cross that away, and I'm going to do another font, and I'm very happy that I did so. Because this looked much better in my opinion. I'm not after perfection for this, but it needs to be like semi-reasonable. So yeah, this was much better, and I just covered it up, my mistake, with a strip of white cardstock, and now like nothing has happened. I also drew some stars to connect the color with the other part of this page, and now I'm going to do some journaling besides it about the excursion, which was amazing. So now on to week 7, and week 7 was the week when I bought 5 new digital kits. And I was very happy. And that was the most exciting thing that week, that I bought 5 new digital kits, and that I was making them ready to print together with the live stream from Vivian. So that is what I document for that week. So you don't always have to do all the exciting big events. Just like normal stuff is the fun things to look back at. Like I think already now, I think it's fun to see when I bought these kits and how I did it. So it's just a photo of my computer screen that I split in half. On one side I was working in InDesign to getting all the bits and pieces on a sheet of A4 paper ready to print, and on the other side there is Vivian, her live stream, which was really fun. It's Vivian from the Paper Letter blog, by the way, so I will also link her down below in the description box. She is amazing. She does wonderful snail mail videos, so I highly recommend you go check her out. I will also link Heba down below in the description box, because she's the one who inspired this whole memory keeping project that I'm doing for this year. So I will also I also highly recommend you go check her out. She's an amazing memory keeper, and she does Traveler's Notebook layouts and Project Life, which is I always love to see. Oh, she also does mini albums. I also always love to see her take on memory keeping and keeping it simple and doable for yourself. So I added some embellishments for this week. Like I said, I like to keep it simple. I've learned that from Heba. And I will add week 7, but I thought there was something missing. So I find this little pink flower, which I will also add, but I wasn't sure on where I wanted to add these little, you know, things, because I also knew I wanted to journal besides this photo, because journaling is for me a very big deal, or a big part of my memory keeping. Journaling is essential because I do this junk journaling, but I also have another junk journal right now for my personal journal. If you want to see that, you can go to my Instagram, which is linked down below. I post my before the pen pages on Instagram if you want to check that out. So I switch between regular notebooks and junk journals, but it's always a creative journaling process for me. But I'm posting them on Instagram if you want to see that, but I don't want to share my private thoughts online, if you all know what I mean. And I don't want to feel the pressure to film process videos for that, so I have shots of those pages on my Instagram. So for week 8, I am documenting my very first own project I did at my internship. It was amazing. I was so happy. It was also very exciting, and it was a bit nerve-wracking because it was the first time that I used materials like this and I designed something like this. I will not tell really what it is because I don't know who's watching my channel, and I don't know if this is already given and stuff. So, but it was very cool. And I wanted to document that in my journal because it was the first project I did from A to Z on my internship. So yeah, I just took a photo of that. I need to take photos of everything, by the way, or document everything on a USB stick for my internship anyway. So that is why I have photos of everything. But I was distracted, I'm sorry. To continue on. I wanted to add another flower, and I was thinking about adding the Celebrate This because it was my very first project and I wanted to celebrate that. But I don't think I add the Celebrate This because I think I couldn't make it work, I think. So now I'm just going to stamp out week 8 in the same way that I did before, and I'm going to add that as well to my page. And then that's that for week 8. I'm still on my internship. Also in these days, I am doing this voiceover the 25th of April. So everything has not an impact on my internship. So that's really, really great. I still work every day. So that's great. From home, by the way. So I'm still home. Yeah. So now on to week 9. Like I said, this was my catch-up round. Week 9 was a bit of a sad week because as you see, there is a photo of our car and the bumper. And this was a photo I received from Oets when he came out of his work. Someone scratched our car but didn't leave a note. So yeah, we couldn't get the insurance to pay it for us, and we lease a car. So yeah, that was a big bummer. We have had this car for 3 years right now, and it's in perfect condition. But now, not anymore. Now again, because we went to the garage and they fixed it for us. But still, it was so sad because we were so careful with it. And then, oh, this happened. So, of course, I also document the less happy stuff because it happens, you know, that's life. There are good moments and there are bad moments. So I documented the photo of the bumper. And that was for week 9. I will also add a little embellishment to layer it up. I will add these tickets, I believe. No, I will add another ticket, this ticket. And I will just layer it up with each other, and I will journal besides that about how sad it was that this happened to our car and that we had to pay for everything, which was not so nice. But you know, things happen, and hopefully it will not happen again. So I just stick everything to my page, and I'm just like in between everything looking at this. It feels like a lifetime ago when everything was like, you know, different. Then we go to week 10. And week 10 was when the baby was born from the baby shower, which was really great. She was born on the 29th of February. So fun fact. And I also put a sticky note on her face because I didn't ask the parents if they wanted to share their little baby. So better safe than sorry. I did the week again, and I just backed it up with some pink. Of course, I wanted to use pink because she's a girl, and yeah, that's a very good reason to use a lot of pink. And I will also journal besides this later on. I'm not journaling right now because I am on the phone with one of my friends while I'm doing this, so I can't write and journal at the same time. So I will, at the end of this video, you will see me journal besides the photos, because then we hung up so I could journal. And I added this flower to add a little bit of an extra thing. Then for week 11, I just took a photo one of my mornings when I started at my internship of their flag. I do my internship at Schokker Producties. They do print, sign and stand, and it is an amazing company. I'm very happy with my spot. I learn a lot, and I just documented going there. new week, new chances, I believe I said under it. I just posted it with some friends on Snapchat, and I kept the photo because I really love the color scheme. So their flag is a deep purple color, and the sky was so blue. It was beautiful. So I thought, well, why not document this photo for this week? Because I hadn't documented anything about Schokker Producties before. Well, I did, of course, the project, but not their company itself. So that is what I wanted to document there. And I found this journaling spot I wanted to journal on, and I found a flower. Then, of course, because I document life, we can't go around this. Week 12 was when the measures for the virus were implemented. Or at least, there were some measures before, but like the real serious ones happened around week 11, week 12. So I documented it for week 12. And I thought it was fitting to add the house there, because from that moment on, I am working from home. And most of us do, of course. We do social distancing, all the good stuff. And since it is such a big part of our lives right now, of course, I need to document that in my journal. For the rest of the stuff, it's just like normal life things. Also, the weeks after this, I don't feel the need to document very elaborate about the current situation we are in right now. But I did want to add just a little piece of it in my journal as it happened this year. And it had impact on my life. So, of course, I wanted to document that. And I added the little house. I backed it up on the pink paper, so I could journal on the lines of the pink paper about the virus and all the things. It's a very small piece of journaling, but it, memory keeping is memory keeping. It's the good stuff and it's the bad stuff. So back to week 11, because I didn't stick things down yet, because I wasn't quite sure if I liked it that way, and I wanted to add the bottom week 12 first, because I needed some space to journal. And now I have fixed that, so now I can stick everything down. I also thought it was fun to put week 12 sideways. It's a bit different than what I did for the other pages. I also feel now more comfortable with this format, so the next junk journal will be a bit different. It's the same format, a photo a week, but I feel more creative with it, so the layouts will change a little bit. I have some bigger pictures and some smaller ones, so that is very exciting. I just printed my photos a couple of days ago to document the new weeks after this, so that video will also come online soon, I hope. But like I said, the plan is to document every 4 weeks or so my photos. Depends on if I want to do bigger photos or smaller photos, because I can fit 4 photos perfectly on a 4x6 photo sheet, so that is why I do 4 weeks at a time. So now on to my journaling. I just wanted to add this to show you that how I journal beside it and where it will be and how it will look. Of course, you can also see that in the still shots at the end. I journal in Dutch, of course, because I am Dutch. But if you want to read it, feel free to pause the video. It's nothing that special, but you can read it if you want. And then that will conclude this junk journal with me. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. I would also love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, stay home, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!